People talk about discipline like it's some aesthetic thing. Like it's waking up at 5 a.m. or drinking some green juice, having a ginger shot, and going on a walk in the morning. But no one really talks about what discipline looks like when you're depressed. Because depression doesn't make you sad, it makes everything else feel pointless. It makes brushing your teeth feel like a chore, replying to text messages feel exhausting, and it makes the future feel like something you can't even imagine reaching. So when people say, just be consistent or just stay disciplined, that doesn't really land. Because I learned discipline through depression in a way that I wouldn't have expected. Not through motivation, not through willpower, but through survival. I didn't really wake up one day just feeling ready to start. I was emotionally tired, physically tired. Every day felt the same. Tired of feeling like I was falling behind, tired of feeling like I couldn't even trust my own mind. The hardest part within all of that was that I didn't feel like myself anymore. I didn't recognize myself anymore. When you're in that place, discipline isn't really on that checklist of things to do. Discipline is simply choosing to exist every single day. For me, it started really small. So small to the point that I didn't count that. It wasn't a full workout, and it also wasn't a perfect morning routine. It was just getting out of bed, putting my shoes on, driving to the gym even if I sat in the parking lot for 20 minutes, walking inside even if I left 2 minutes later. And for the longest time, I did not see that that was probably the most disciplined version of myself there ever was. Building discipline through depression didn't just happen for me. There was a moment in time in my life when I was just a 16-year-old girl with no tools in her disposal to know what to do next or how to cope. At that age, I experienced a lot of emotional whiplash, and I could go on about the variables that probably played a key factor into basically hitting rock bottom. It was a really dark time for me. I didn't really know who to turn to. You know what? I did the best that I could with the little advice that I had, the little tools that I had, the little support. And sometimes you just need to look back at your old self and give her some love. For a long time, I really resented myself because not only was I not getting the grades anymore, but I was just extremely lonely. I just felt so alone in my own experiences, and I was told to just get over it. I describe it as someone just turning the saturation off on a photo. Everything's gray, everything looks the same, everything's bland. Every single day, it was already a challenge, it was already a fight just to get myself out of bed, but then it was an even bigger hill when someone would ask me, hey, how are you? Or I'd get my parents really concerned. I could tell that they were worried about me, and they'd ask me, what can I do? What is it? Like no one was able to bridge the gap of what I felt on the inside. And I started to realize discipline isn't about intensity. It's not about juggling 1,000 plates in your hand. And it's about proving to yourself that I am still here. Even when I felt empty, even when I felt behind, and even when I felt broken. And what depression did teach me is that discipline doesn't start with big goals. It just starts with one small promise, one small act of care, one small moment of effort. And eventually, those moments do add up, and they do count. And that you're not as stuck as you may think. One day, that survival will turn into self-trust, which then turns into healing. People go through this kind of shit all the time. So if this video meant something to you, I would love for you to hit that like button and subscribe to my channel if you want to hear more content like this, and also share this with someone that you love if you think that this is something that they need to hear. So thank you so much for sticking around to the end of my video, and I'll be back next week with some more content. Bye.